homes were washed away in what can be described as one of the most devastating natural disasters in the province. Scores of lives were lost, families torn apart, with more than 70 people declared missing since that fateful event 8 months ago. Many who were displaced were moved to community halls. Flood survivors opened the day with prayer before being treated to a Christmas lunch. The laughter of young children and their happiness were palpable as Christmas gifts were presented. For many, the day brought joy and cheer.
We are very happy, I won't lie to you. Looking at where we come from, our living conditions was terrible, but we see that there is progress now and we have decent accommodation.
We feel bad because we think about other people who's left at the back, because we are not all of us who are here.
Our day was very pleasant. We also heard we are going to receive vouchers. We are so thankful. The provincial government also gave an update on the relocation of flood survivors to what they call transitional emergency accommodation. Despite efforts to relocate flood survivors who have been staying in community halls in the greater Durban area, several community halls remain full. KZN Premier Nomusa Dube made a commitment that they would ensure that before Christmas, all flood survivors move out of mass care centres and are housed in decent accommodation. She appealed to survivors who have received building material to refrain from returning and building on floodplains.
We've had to engage in the social dialogue to say, look, we cannot build your house here because this is not a safe place anymore for you. We face challenges of contractors that were not up to standard, and you've got to stop and go and change midstream.
Government says contributing to the delay in housing survivors was the lack of suitable land and communities not wanting temporary structures erected.
Where we had identified pieces of land that belongs to government that was good enough for us to build the temporary residential units, but communities that reside there said no, they don't want these communities' houses or temporary houses to be built here. The third one was the latest one where communities even said that they don't want us to build because there's going to be crime.
Government says 135 mass care centres were set up immediately after the floods in the districts of Ugu, Mkhonkundlovu and King Cetshwayo. 128 have already been closed, including 5 in KwaZulu-Natal. The remaining 7 in eThekwini are scheduled to close before Christmas. Jade Paulser, SABC News, Durban.